Hi students, good morning. Today we are going to learn a new chapter, that is the manufacturing industries. What do you mean by the manufacturing? The process of converting raw materials and components into finished goods that meet the demands of a customer is called manufacturing. The importance of manufacturing. We can see varieties of importance related with the manufacturing. It will reduce us the dependence on agriculture, the eradication of unemployment and poverty. It will reduce the regional disparities in terms of development. It will expand trade and commerce. It increases prosperity, etc. were some of them. The factors contributing to the location of industries. There were two main factors we can see as contributing to the location of industries. First is the physical and second is the human factors. The physical factors including the raw materials, the power resources, the water, climate, etc. At the same time, the human resources include the labor, transport, capital, market, and government policies. Classification of industries. Mainly, we can see a lot of classification of industries based on the raw materials, labor, ownership, etc. Based on raw materials, we can classify the industries into two. They were the agro-based industries and mineral-based industries. Woolen, sugar, etc. were examples for the agro-based industry, but the steel and iron, aluminium, machine, etc. were the examples for mineral-based industries. On the basis of labor or capital investment, we can divide the industries into two. They were the large scale industries and the small scale industries. Likewise, on the basis of the ownership, we can divide the industries into four. Private, public, joint, and cooperative were these classifications. Among them, the joint factories include the oil factory. On the basis of role, we can classify the industries into two, the basic industries and also the consumer industries. Next, we are going to learn about the agro-based industries. What were the agro-based industries? The agro-based industries were mainly based on the agricultural raw materials. Therefore, the industries which are based on agricultural raw materials are called agro-based industries. For example, cotton textile, jute, woolen, silk, synthetic, sugar, etc. Next, we are going to analyze the mineral-based industries. Why is it important for our country to keep the mill sectoral image lower than powerloom and handloom? India exports yarn to Japan. India has the second largest installed capacity of spinners in this world. We have a large share in world trade of cotton yarn, accounting for 1/4 of the total trade. However, our trade in garments is only 4% of the world's total. Our spinning mills are competitive at the global level and capable of using all the fibers we produce. Power supply is erratic and machinery needs to be upgraded in the weaving and processing sectors in particular. Other problems are the low output of labor and stiff competition with the synthetic fiber of industry. Therefore, it is very important for us to improve our weaving sector instead of exporting yarn in large quantities. Next, we are going to analyze about the mineral-based industries. The industries that use minerals and metals as raw materials are called the mineral-based industries. The iron and steel industry, the aluminium smelting industries, the copper smelting industries, chemical industries, fertilizers, etc. were some of them. Next, we are going to analyze about the cotton industry. The main features of cotton industry is that it is the largest industry in India. It operates in private, public, and cooperative sectors. About 1.5 million labor force are engaged in this industry, closely linked with agriculture and industry. It is highly decentralized. It supports other industries like chemical and dyes mill stores, packaging and engineering. The main areas of cotton industry is Maharashtra, Gujarat, West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. The factors contributing to the growth of cotton industry. There were various factors which are helping the growth of cotton industry. Some of them were the wide market, the transport, the banking facilities, and regular power supply. The problem faced by the cotton industry, the scarcity of good quality cotton, the obsolete machinery, the erratic power supply, the low productivity of laborers, the stiff competition from synthetic fiber, etc., were some of the problems faced by the cotton industries. The export and import in cotton industry. It is exported to USA, UK, Russia, East European countries, Singapore, Africa, Sri Lanka, and also to the Japan. Next, we are going to analyze the jute industry. The main features of jute industries were India is the largest producer of raw jute and it has second place in the production of jute goods in the world in terms of export. Likewise, in India, the jute industry is mainly located in West Bengal along the Hooghly River. The main areas of jute industries were West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, Assam, and Tripura. The factors contributing to the growth of jute industry were the water for processing, the cheap labor, the banking and insurance facilities, and the port facilities. The problems faced by the jute industry. It is less in demand, high production cost, the stiff competition from international markets, and the synthetic substitutes. The export and import of jute industry. It is exported to USA, Canada, Ghana, Saudi, UK, and Australia. The sugar industry. The main features of sugar industries were it is heavy, it is weight losing, it is perishable, it is mainly located close to the sugar cane producing areas, and also the sugar industry shifting to southern states because of higher sugar content in sugar cane in these states. And above all, it is seasonal in nature. The main areas concentrated were the Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Haryana, and Bihar. The factors contributing to the growth were the nearness to the mills, the transport facilities, good road, and successful cooperatives. The problems were delay in transportation, the season nature, the low sucrose content, old and inefficient methods of production, minimum use of baggage. Next, we are going to analyze the mineral based industries. Mainly, it is including the iron and steel industry. The main features were it has bulky raw material. It is close to mineral rich areas. It is regarded as an index of country's development. It is mostly in public sector undertakings. It is mainly concentrated in the Chota Nagpur Plateau region. The main areas were Chhattisgarh, Orissa, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. Factors contributing to the growth: the close proximity to raw materials, the low cost of iron ore, the cheap labor, the vast home market, good transport system, closeness to the market, the liberalization, and foreign direct investment. The problems were high cost and limited availability of coal, low productivity of labor, irregular power supply, and poor infrastructure. Next, we are going to analyze the aluminium smelting. Aluminium smelting is the second most important metallurgical industry in India. It is light, resistant to corrosion, a good conductor of heat, malleable, and becomes strong when it is mixed with other metals. It is used to manufacture aircraft, utensils, and wires. It has gained popularity as a substitute of steel, copper, zinc, and lead in a number of industries. Aluminium smelting plants in the country are located in Orissa, West Bengal, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu. Bauxite, the raw material used in the smelters, is a very bulky. Next, we are going to analyze about the chemical industry. It is a fast-growing and diversifying industry. It is including the large and small-scale industries. It is its own largest consumer. It is organic and inorganic. It is widely spread industry. It produces for industrial application, agriculture, and domestic use. Next one is the fertilizer industry. India is the third largest producer of fertilizers. The fertilizer industry is centered around the production of nitrogenous fertilizers, mainly urea. The phosphatic fertilizers and ammonium phosphate and complex fertilizers which have a combination of nitrogen, phosphate and potash. Next one is the cement industry. It is very essential for the construction activities. The raw materials required are limestone, silica, gypsum, coal, electric power and efficient transport system. It is increase in production due to the decontrol of price and distribution. It is exported to East Asia, Middle East and South Asia. It needs to generate adequate domestic demand and supply. It is located in the areas with access to domestic and international market. It uses bulky and heavy raw material. Next one is automobile industry. It is witnessed a quantum jump in less than 15 years. It is using for the construction of trucks, buses, cars, motorcycles, three-wheelers, and multi-utility vehicles. This industry is located in Delhi, Gurgaon, Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Kolkata, Lucknow, Indore, Hyderabad, Jamshedpur, and Bangalore. Foreign direct investment is led to the growth of automobile industry, the information technology and electronic industry. Bengaluru is known as the electronic capital of India. Industry include television, telephone, radio, computer, etc. We have 46 technology parks in India. The 30% of workforce are the women laborers. The growth of hardware and software key to the success of IT industry. The important IT centers were the Mumbai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Pune, Chennai, Kolkata, Lucknow, and Coimbatore. The industrial pollution and environmental degradation. The industrial pollution mainly led to the four types of pollution. First one is air pollution, second one is water pollution, third one is thermal pollution, and fourth one is noise pollution. The air pollution is caused by the high proportion of undesirable gases diffused in the atmosphere by vehicles, industries, etc. The main bad effect of air pollution is the toxic gas which leaks are very dangerous in long run. The water pollution. It is caused by the organic and inorganic industrial waste and the effluents discharged into rivers. The main effect is It decreases the water quality and it is a threat to the aquatic life. Next one is the thermal pollution. The draining of hot water from factories and power plants into rivers before cooling water. The main bad effect is the causes of birth defect, cancer, etc. Next one is the noise pollution. It is caused by unwanted sounds from industrial and construction activities and equipments. The main bad effects were it caused to the hearing impairment. It increased the heartbeat rate, the blood pressure, and other psychological disorders. The control of environmental degradation. We must have to minimize the use of water. We must follow the methods of reuse and recycling. The rainwater harvesting is another method. The water treatment is also can follow for controlling the environmental degradation, and also the use of effective technique to reduce degradation is also a method for controlling the environmental degradation. The treatment of industrial effluents. There were three types of treatments. It is known as the primary, secondary, and tertiary. The primary treatment is mechanical, which means the screening, grinding, flocculation, and sedimentation. The secondary is biological process. It is the planting of trees, the increasing grass cover, the rainwater harvesting, etc. The tertiary is biological, chemical, and physical processes. It is also including the recycling of wastewater. Now our chapter is over. I hope all of you understood these parts very well. I am thanking to all of you who patiently watched the whole video. Thank you for all. Bye.